your latest news update from Western Mass News.
Good Monday afternoon. I'm Chris Pisano with a look at your headlines. Authorities have located a man who was reported missing over the weekend. Westfield police said Monday afternoon that 32-year-old Robert Ticini was located, but no other details were being released at that time. The community came together throughout the weekend and on Monday to help find Ticini, also known as Robbie, to friends and family. Police said that he was last seen walking northbound on North Elm Street near the bridge shortly after 1 p.m. on Friday. Local pediatrician Dr. John Kelly says his office is busier than ever. On top of a hectic RSV season, he's still taking on flu and COVID cases. He tells Western Mass News the reason this RSV season is so intense is because many kids weren't exposed to the virus last year, as most were still wearing masks. And we turn now to another deadly mass shooting in America, this time at an LGBTQ club in Colorado Springs. 5 people were killed, 25 wounded. The suspect is in custody, charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder and committing 5 hate crimes. Authorities say at least 2 people in the club confronted the suspect and fought with him. That heroic action, they say, saved many lives.
I'm meteorologist Jana Brown with a check of your forecast. Tonight we'll keep mostly clear skies. We'll have some scattered cloud cover around early with a passing cold front. It'll be breezy throughout the evening and the first part of the night. But once we get past midnight and closer to sunrise, breezes will get lighter, so temperatures will likely dip back into the upper teens, similar to what we saw this morning. And then we go into Tuesday. We're expecting a lot of sunshine, some scattered clouds, and more seasonable temperatures back toward the mid and upper 40s for a few in the lower valley. And taking a look at your extended forecast going through Thanksgiving, Thursday or Wednesday is looking pretty nice, actually. Mostly sunny with a high just shy of 50. Thursday, light breezes, 46 degrees, partly cloudy skies for Thanksgiving. We'll start to see a buildup of cloud cover Thursday night, and for Friday, scattered showers, especially for the afternoon and early evening. We may get a break in the wet weather on Saturday, along with mild temperatures, and then our next round of wet weather coming in 2 parts. The first one Friday, but the second one looks to bring some rain and wind to wrap up the holiday weekend.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.